Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? So as you can tell by the title, so this video we're gonna talk about some crazy things that folks in the military did to get a Article 15. And for my folks that are not familiar with Article 15s, Article 15 is what they refer to as a non-judicial punishment, meaning it's a punishment without having to go to court, without having to go to military prison and serve some time, right? So, all these folks, you only get there by doing dumb things, right? If you say low, do what you're supposed to do, then you ain't got to worry about none of this, right? So, I think I have like 20 of them that I had to go through. So it all started with someone making a post saying, hey, let me hear your Article 15 stories. And then everybody started flooding comment sections. And I went through, I didn't read any of them. The ones that got like a lot of reaction, just do a little screenshot. And we're going to read through them and kind of dissect them. Before I get into that, I'm going to share a story that I'm familiar with. I never got an Article 15, so far so good. All right, so this guy that I knew, he was doing good in his career. Everything was going good for him in the military and whatever. But he got himself into what I call an entanglement. Had his family at home out there messing with this one person. That one person he was messing with was doing some kind of drugs. He never fessed up and said nothing. They did the investigation, found out that he knew all along. Didn't say nothing, then boom, he got hit with a 15 just because of that. Lost some stripes, and then eventually kicked out, right? I mean, it could have been worse. He could have went to military prison, whatever. But anyways, without any further ado, let's drop this intro and then come right back into the first one. See you in a minute. All right, so I got my computer right here. I'm gonna go through it. So the first one says, I got a 15 because my CAC got barred for speeding tickets. Bro, shake my head. In the same year. So anyways, I'll get to that in a minute. I was transitioning out and I had hella SFL tap appointment. I don't know what FSL is, but I'm pretty sure I know what tap is. And anyways, no one could get on base. Fast forward, I got documentation of all of them barred, being dismissed. Took a driver's training course and tried to get on base again to make my appointments, and they arrest me. God dang, that's about to get real. I had got a pass saying I was allowed to get on base, but the gate guard said that it was tampered, and I explained that I'll just go home. He replied, it's too late for that. Oh, I don't know. They called the first sergeant. She recommended an Article 15. Like, what? That's crazy, though. Article 15 for what? So you got an Article 15 already because your CAT card was barred. And then now they're giving you a different one for trying to get on base with a temp pass that was quote unquote tampered with. That's crazy. She responded, it's too late for that. She recommended a 15. They were supposed to have your back and hide you from battalion, I thought. Anyways, I got in at a well-written out statement. Literally, I didn't sign anything in my packet yet, and it had my signature. How the hell they gonna forge your signature into a document that you never agreed to sign it? That's crazy. All right, if you understand this, you were tracking how bad I got. Yeah, I would too. I would have been mad. So boom, I'm talking to battalion, pleading my case, and in my pockets they said I was driving without a license, brought my driver's record and ID. He cuts me off and says, okay, I hear what you're saying, but it doesn't matter. Just leave it right there. That is crazy. Wow. Tell you, man, the Army is a weird set of people. Next one. Add 2, 114. What? Add 2, 114, 145. On the 45, I have no idea what a 45 is. I guess it's some army lingo. On the 45, none of the NCOs paid attention and only did 13 days of the. Oh, okay, I see. Over 13 days, I spent most of my time in the bathroom. 4 months later, I'm chaptered out with an honorable discharge and full benefits. That's wild. So he's supposed to do. He's supposed to do 45 days additional duties, is what I'm guessing. I don't know. That's confusing. But hey, man, good for you. It worked out in your favor. All right. Next one. So some white private called me the N-word, and I choked his ASS out. My weak ass leadership said I was wrong, but I had no black leadership, so we all know how that goes. The day I learned the army for suckers, that is wild. How you gonna wrong that, man? Well, I mean, it is, physical. It is assault, so I get why they're saying you're wrong, but what about the other dude? I mean, he never said it here, but I'd love to know what happened to the other guy, because he's wrong for calling you the N-word, straight up. Play loud music at Post gas station in Hawaii. The post sergeant major said I disrespected him by not turning it down. He had my sergeant major, first sergeant, E7, E6, E5, and me in the office at parade rest. I got 14 for 14 and kept rank. I don't know what is 14 for 14. If anybody knows what 14 for 14 is, let me know. I'm thinking 14 days additional duty, whatever that may be. But he just made an emotional decision just because he didn't like potentially the type of music that was playing. Because I'm sure if it was his type of music, he wouldn't have nothing to say. Point blank, period. Get out of here with that crap, man. All right. I was at E6 in civilian attire, and Butter Bar tried to lock me up because he had a long day and was upset at the fact that my soldiers were off at 17:30 and headed to have some fun after work, and he was still on the clock. This was in Germany. So for those of y'all who was not familiar with the term Butter Bar is a lieutenant, the lowest ranking officer. The rank itself, the color of the rank is gold in color, close enough to like the actual color of butter. Hence the name Butter Bar. But anyways, another person just acting out because they're in their feelings. Weird. Anyways, let's continue. He started messing with them, and I stepped in. I didn't play about my soldiers. Well, it didn't go the way he expected, so he went to my chain of command and recommended UCMJ. My sorry ass commander sided with the second lieutenant, and I refused to accept Article 15 and subsequently requested a court-martial and eventually beat it. There you go, beat it. That's crazy. That's crazy. I would have did the same thing too. You're not gonna disrespect my folks, and then just because you have, that's complete abuse of authority, right there. And the commander should have stepped up, like, hey, hold your brakes, buddy. What he did isn't enough for all this extra stuff that you recommended. But no, an officer said, give him a 15. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna listen and we're gonna give him a 15. Not only that, we're gonna also waste the court's time. So he beat the 15 in the court martial. The LT was a West Point graduate who called himself a seasoned lieutenant. He didn't even have 2 years in the army. It'd be them people. Them people messing it up for everybody. All right, so This person says, I never got an Article 15 and I upped my M16 on a I upped my M16 on a drill sergeant for threatening my life while I was cleaning my gun. That's some gangster stuff, man. You're gonna pull up your M16 at the drill sergeant for saying some threatening things to you. Man. Yo. Alright, let me continue this. I also pommeled another student in the middle of the night for calling me the B word earlier that day. She is not playing with these people. And persisted to bully her all the way to graduation. Only thing they did is make me get counseling 3 times a week till I graduated and put me on Xanax. Walked out at MF with 4 medals, shooting expert. Hey, she not the one to play with. She's not the one to play with. Now she gonna ride this all her entire time in the army, saying, "Yo, this is what I did, cause this, yada yada yada." And guess what? Ain't nothing happened. All right, moving along. They locked me in the COVID barracks to quarantine when I tested negative and having autoimmune disease. So I immune compromised. So I'm immune compromised. They knew, and refused to let me leave. And was around COVID positive people and all that. So I left. Another MP snitched on me, and I was on the bloater. What is that? I was on the bloater, so they tried to take my pay. Gave me 45, and knocked me down ranks. I was living off post, so I didn't get my pay taken away for 45 restrictions. So if it's 45 days of extra duty, that's crazy. That's crazy. Hey, sometimes you got to stand up for yourself. You know what I mean? All right. So didn't receive an Article 15, but was threatened and fought it. My place of duty was snowboarding for the day. Really? My ex-wife was pregnant and giving me, about it. So I just told my leadership I had to turn around because my wife was sick, and NCO, not even mine, drove to my house. Hold on a sec. Back to where I was. So drove to my house and looked through my garage window. They called me in, and I immediately called the MPs and filed a police report on a creepy man looking through my window. It all got dropped. What kind of... Hey man, you better stop it. You're gonna run up on the wrong person's house, and then something even worse is gonna happen. Next one, disobeying a direct order. The order was hold on a second. The order was front leaning rest position, soldier. Damn, what's a front leaning rest position? Me. No, first sergeant. The crowd was like, oh. So backstory was I was 1 week post-op from surgery. My wrist, for surgery on my wrist, still had stitches and a cast on, but I didn't have an up-to-date profile on my person because my doctor forgot to write it up before taking leave. My first sergeant told me my injury was pretty much non-existent without a profile. Wow. I would have said no. Why would you hurt yourself even more because of this person? Tell you, man, toxic people. Next up on line. I got 1 in basic training for going to the Airborne PX on Fort Benning. I would keep my debit card from haircut trips, and then I got my ID card from faking being sick. Then I got my ID card from being fake sick and going to sick call. I had the whole store in the ceiling of the shower room. What? Yeah, I got this kid a cell phone. Oh, okay. I got this kid a cell phone and someone told on him. Be them people. The drill sergeant came in and said, someone has something they're not supposed to have, and I'm going to give them 15 minutes to put it in, in my honesty box. He said it with the karate chop, and I got nervous, so I dumped everything in the box, and they did an investigation, and yeah, I got extra duty in basic training. How do you get extra duty in basic training? How was that a thing? Oh my God, that's so funny. I got an Article 15 because I was assaulted, so I didn't come to work and went to see a therapist. I got it for not being at my place of duty, even after they found out why I wasn't there. That's wild. This kind of thing needs to stop. This is wild. All right, I got a field grade. I got a field grade as an E5 for not completing a plan of action essay. Field grade. Lost no rank or money and never did any extra duty. I was supposed to, but my new company commander loved me, so I didn't. I think the battalion commander and command sergeant major and some NCOs still in my unit. Okay. Really wanted any reason to try to F me over after I got our male company commander relief for sexual harassment on one of our LTs. Good. I was the only woman in my unit besides her, so I think they took it personal. My battalion commander hated me after that. Good old boys club. So glad I'm out. I had a lot of awful leadership. My last tour in Korea. Shout out to the 25th Trans Battalion. Wow. Toxicity, yo, it's crazy. It's crazy. Okay. All right. This one is long post alert. All right. So once upon a time in AIT, myself and 3 other friends got a company grade. What is this company grade thing this army be talking about? Because a 5th girl battle buddy slept with an MOST. Oh, okay. This heifer told us she was meeting a friend from back home, so we let her go off post with us. The other MOST, who knew these 2 were fraternizing for weeks before, decided to report their buddy after the meetup to cover their own asses. So the MOST company commander punished the 2 adulterers because the dude was married. Oh, because the dude was married with his family stationed with him. Our company commander wanted to make an example out of us because I was about to get an honor grad and best PT score award for my class, and there was another best PT score and an honor grad in my group. He could only give us an Article 15 for improper or battle buddy system, which we would have fought if they had given us a decent jack person. Literally a week after that, he gave these 3 other people in our company a slap on the wrist after being caught having a sexual encounter involving 3 people in the barracks. Holy smokes. The army is wild. Wow. He adored the girl involved because they were from the same place. Wow. Wow. Long story, but wow. Oh my God. All right, next one. Got one from running from the base security in Iraq on the 4th of July. I was partying with the Italians and was drunk as hell. They did not catch me. Turned myself in, appeal to 15 and won. Oh man. Alright, next up. Well, let me tell y'all, shake my head. I got one for sleeping at my girl's crib when we had base curfew during COVID. How the F you gonna tell me I have to stay on this tiny ass base after 9 p.m.? What am I, 16 years old? Exactly. Man, he wasn't doing nothing wrong. Let's see, is this one? Alright, so this one says, I was chronically late for formations and I got in deeper trouble for talking back to a sergeant who kept micromanaging me. Me, a cook, being micromanaged was effing miserable. Worked 16-hour days for 30 days straight, pulling full-time 92 G's work in the defect and reporting to the company for 4 hours, pulling extra duty, shredding papers and painting the walls. Dang, that's crazy. All right, so this one says, I got a 15 for balling up a piece of paper, then 1 for being late 4 times. All right, I left my M4 on the hood of First Sergeant Humvee. These mother effers made me low crawl on rocks. Then bro to my right, say, put your face on the dirt. I'm like, bro, this ain't dirt. He gonna say, he don't care. So I got up and said, F this low crawling SHIT N-word. Long story short, they ain't know what to do. So to punish me, it made me tie my entire knot, gloves, iPro, every mag, and my M4 to myself with a 550 quid. That's wild. That's wild. I look like an epic car walking around. If you look at the picture, I'm mad as HELL. I'm the only one in kit. Made sure I ruined every picture. Man, that's funny. That is funny. All right, once upon a time, oh man, it's getting long. Once upon a time, I got a Article 15 for underage drinking in tech school. Oh, it's the Air Force personnel. All right, TIs were breathalyzing everyone walking into the norms. I said I couldn't because I had to pee, but would be right back. I in fact did not come back. Suit mate locked me out of the bathroom because she was screwing her boyfriend and didn't want anyone walking in on her. Wow. So the TI came looking for me, threatened to call security forces on me. I walked out, got a nice 15, and LOR had a good 4 years afterwards though. Man, y'all people is wild. Yo. Alright, once upon a time in Korea, went to, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that, with my pat nose, cause F it, we was off for the weekend. Long story short, in a bar, no ID, underage, intoxicated in a blacklisted area, got arrested by Army Town Patrol. My first sergeant and the LT drove 2 hours to pick us up. Quietest ride of my life. That was literally my first duty station and wasn't even in operational Air Force for 5 months. I made it out though, got another one 4 years later, still finished my contract and all. See how the Army set up, you would have had a different story, buddy. But anyways, that is it for all these awesome stories. Article 15. Yo, y'all be safe. Please take your career seriously. Don't do dumb stuff. But it was a good laugh, good lessons, and I hope someone took something special from this. All right, so let me go ahead and edit this out and put it out there for y'all so y'all can see it. It was good though. It was good read. Man, people are crazy. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next cut. Peace.